Darren here. I'm going to show you what happened with all that rain we had. Some of the water ended up coming in because that's a high spot. I'll have to put a little trench down there. And so a lot of mud washed in here, which is nothing terrible. So I'm going to have to sweep this thing out again. And I'm not going to pressure wash it again. I'm just going to sweep it out. And then that should be ready to paint this weekend. I told you I had this fire warming up the paint. I've just been had it stoking it up and letting it burn, because that fire, if you fill it up with wood, that fireplace, and you close it up, it'll burn for 10-12 hours easily. Well, it went out. So all my paint's cold again. So we're going to bank that thing up, build a fire in it, and get it going again. And I'll try to come over here maybe 3 times a day to check on it. And we'll have that warmed up so we can paint this weekend. Floor is dry, except for a couple of little spots right there. But I think it will take the paint pretty well. And like I said, I'm going to sweep it all one more freaking time. Now let's go over to the shop side, house side shop. When Junkstar and his dad came over and we were heating up that pulley, trying to get that piece off of it, that bearing, I really needed a oxyacetylene set. And so I've been getting up pieces and parts. I've got the hose, got a couple of cutting torches and a heating torch, and I've got the gauges, got the oxygen tanks. Now I got to get the acetylene tanks, and then I got to put everything together, and then we're going to cross our fingers. Hopefully we'll have a decent torch that we can at least heat up something really good with oxyacetylene, or hell, oxypropane. I'd be just as happy with that. But more to come, guys. Hey guys, now we're back. Not wearing glasses. Got my contact prescription refilled, so I hadn't done it in like a year, and I'm about like a ½ inch off, so it's taking me a little bit of time to get used to them again. But I've worn them for years. It's just been a while. But enough of that. These are the people that have subscribed to the channel. Let's give her a little zoom here on the new camera. But first, sulphurcitydesigns.com. Go to them, go to him for all of your off-road mower modding apparel needs and stickage. Southern Off-Road Mowers on Facebook. Guys, go over there and post some junk, or not, but it'd be nice if you posted some junk. And the ATLTF forum, go to it. They will teach you how to mod your mower. Good builds. Go to it, sign up, register, log in, and join the fun. Wallpapers Craft on Google+. Thanks for adding me, man. I really appreciate it. Nathan Snyder, thank you, sir. Ghislaine Laterno, thank you for subscribing, sir. I appreciate it. Daniel Mowers, thank you, man. Happy 8637, thanks, man. Hank Urchief, thanks. 845J-Dog. It won't let me do the conversations yet. It says I have to add Google Chrome, and I'm trying to figure out if that's compatible with my Apple system. So I don't know yet. I'll find out though. I hadn't forgotten about you. And Mac9902. While that is really a killer name for the Blue Dixon, Mayhem's Big Dicks, I really appreciate it. It's innovative, but we can't call it that. Back. And I looked this thing over yesterday, and I didn't see any cracks or bends or anything. I mean, it's a really heavy duty frame. I think I'm going to go with what we have. What I'm looking to do is to extend this out, and we'll do a mock of it in the next few days. Extend this thing out about 3 feet. We'll have 3 feet of tread of tracks on either side. Ultimately, in the second phase of the build is what we're going to have. And I will extend this out, and then I will probably put a hinge here and here, or bolt another piece of framework to the outside of it, almost to where it will float. And then we're going to put a shock absorber, something like that, so the back will actually float and kind of contour. Maybe it'll give me 3 inches of flex on the back, and that would be ideal. If you can kind of get what I'm talking about. We'll have a rigid frame in the center, and then we will have a frame that wraps around it that is pinned through it on that end, and it'll pivot, and it will allow it to rise and fall with the terrain to a degree. And then we'll have a springs or some type of shock absorbers to kind of go around the contour. Somebody actually suggested, it's a really good idea, of reversing the whole damn thing. That'd be the pulling side. It'd be a front wheel drive. Change everything around, and you sit at the back and you drive it from the front. That would be really interesting. And that was not my idea. I can't remember who thought it up. Y'all look on yesterday's video and you'll see who did it. It's a damn good idea. But got other plans for this one right now. Damn good idea though. This is what we're going to use as far as the rust treatment. I'm going to take this inside the house and put it in the laundry room on top of the dryer or something like that, and let it warm up tonight, because this stuff is pouring out like molasses, and I want it a lot thinner and warmer where it'll mix up. Then we're going to paint this whole thing with the rust treatment preventive. It'll turn all the rust green. Then we're going to scratch it up a little bit with some sandpaper, and then we're going to paint it down. Why? Because if I have to take the damn top of it off, I don't ever want to have to take it off again. So hopefully that will take care of it. I forgot to bring the pulley over here. I was going to show you the pulley that I had. I went over to the shop side, and oh well, that'll be in the next video. It's just me rambling on today. Oh well, that's about it for me, guys. I'm going inside the house. I actually have to do some online classes tonight for work, so gonna have to cut this short and can't really turn any wrenches. You can get these products at Napa. It's where I've gotten them. They are not cheap. I want to say a gallon of it was $49, $50 or something like that, but it lasts a long time. You know, it is what it is. It works good. You don't have to have it though. Y'all gonna make some mayhem. I was talking to a good friend of mine the other day, and he said, I wanted to tell you I got some new tires for my ATV. And I said, oh, that's cool. I said, what are you going to do with your old ones? I was going to buy them from him. And he said, I remembered that you do that crazy shit with those lawnmowers. And he said, if you want them, you can have them. They're off of his Polaris. And they're 26-inch by 12. I think they're like 8-ply. They're pretty good tires. So I have some 4 26-inch off-road tires that are coming. Should be, this weekend, next weekend, something like that. I think that may be a little bit too big. When I get them, we'll take a look at them and see. I was wanting to put some on kudzu. I had 22s on there, and he's talking about 26s. It's kind of big. Think about it. Y'all gonna make some money.